What is good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to the third placed replay from my end of year giveaway / competition for World of Tanks console. Ladies and gentlemen, we are riding on board with the best Clem, taking out his T110E5 here on Pilsen, and he's going to have a ridiculous game. And the ending of this particular game was hilarious as well, so I can't wait to show you guys, but just stay patient and we will get there eventually. Now, we are in a third-person view, unfortunately, for the entire game, because the best Clem sent this footage to me using the replay feature in-game, which only features a third-person view at present. And he's got one shot into the enemy T-57 Heavy, and his second shot bounced, unfortunately, but he's just engaging this guy at range. Currently, trying to get his second hit of damage. But honestly, guys, the ending of this replay is hilarious, and hopefully I'm going to make it even better for you in the editing, so we will come to it when we get there. But honestly, I can't wait for a first-person view to be introduced to the replay feature in-game. And like I've already said I think I've already said it in another video, but it should be coming very soon, so I'm told. So I am told. Because it will just make guest replays so much easier for every single YouTuber, and it will make videos so much easier to understand. Like, the best Clem, you know, if this was a first-person replay, we would be able to see exactly where he's firing, exactly where he's aiming, etc., etc. But we make do with what we have at the moment. And he got a nice shot into the Object 140 on the move there. He's just going to aggressively push the 140, get his second shot away, which unfortunately only damages the 140's tracks. But his teammates are trying to chip away at the 140 as well. Now he bounces a shell from what looked like an FV215B, and it was indeed, pushing the 140 aggressively once again. Nice roll for 428 in that guy's rear armor, and then his friendly T49 takes out the Object 140. Now he can switch his attention to the enemy FV215B. And unfortunately, he bounces off the 215B's side armor, but his teammates have completely cornered this guy. He's all by himself, and Best Clem gets a nice shot through the 215B's lower glacis, and he's going to get taken out any second now by the Batchat, which he does, and now they can focus on the enemy E50. So it's currently 3-2 to his team. And he gets a nice shot through the side of the E50, rolling for 381. Should be able to get another shot here once he reloads. And he does indeed. A bit of a low roll for 344, but then his friendly Tiger II takes out the E50 successfully. Pushing over to the other side of the map now. The enemies seem to just be positioning themselves on the ridgeline. But this is a team destruction game, so there's no cap circles, no objective to capture. Best Clem unfortunately misses the Skoda T50 there, shooting on the move, and takes one shot of damage in return. Then he gets tracked and bounces the third shell from the T50. So he took one shot of damage, and now there is a VK4502B pushing him as well. But luckily, the 4502B is either firing at somebody else or missed his shot there. He takes a big smack from one of Best Clem's teammates, and Best Clem gets a lovely shot into the Skoda T50. Now he's going to push aggressively. The 4502B is being hit, but is only being tracked at this point in time. But the Skoda T50 has now repositioned. And Best Clem is going to push forward, knowing that the VK has just fired. He's going to side scrape this corner and try to get a shot away. Aiming for the turret cheek, I would imagine. Is he going to be able to get a nice shot into the VK here? Nope. unfortunately that one bounced. And now he is going to position himself to side scrape once more, so as not to take any damage from the two heavy tanks that are in front of him. But he gets a nice shot into the enemy T110E5, damaging his ammo rack in the process. Is he going to be able to secure the finishing shot? Nope. He aims for the VK4502B instead, rolling for exactly 400, going through the VK's turret face. Now, credit to him, because he finished him off using the standard AP rounds on the T110E5. Most people tend to swap to heat rounds when they come across a VK4502B frontally. But the best Clem clearly knows where to aim to make the AP rounds work. And he's taken some damage from the T110E5 on the enemy team, unfortunately bouncing the E5's hatch on that occasion. But the Object 704 has pushed forward with him as well, and he finishes off the E5 successfully. Now it's 9-9, so it's all square at the moment. Best Clem gets a shot into the STR V103, and now he's going to switch his attention to the enemy E100, moving behind them. So the E100 comes around the corner and is going to finish off the T49, which he does. Best Clem gets a nice shot through the E100's lower glacis though, for a roll of 410. Now the enemy E100 does have enough health to take the damage from Clem, and if he gets a high roll through Clem, well, if he gets an average roll through Clem, he will finish him off. But the E100's getting taken out by Best Clem there, and the 704 and the enemy light tank, or sorry, the friendly light tank that were working together to finish him off. Now, is Clem going to be able to get a shot through the door? Yes, he is. Straight through the door into the Skoda T50. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the wooden doors on this map are destructible, so if you know there are enemies behind them and you can roughly aim for where they are, generally speaking, you will go through the door and penetrate them. Clem finishes off the Skoda T50. He got a nice shot into the Panther 88 as well. But it's 11-12 to the enemy at this point. He bounces something there. I think that was probably the T57 heavy firing. And Clem takes a shot, but doesn't damage anything in the process. Now the T57 is revealing himself, and Clem gets a nice shot through his lower glacis. And for some reason the ribbons have appeared now. He's up to 18 hits of damage already. This should be his 19th. 18 hits of damage, 19 hits of damage, and 4 kills. Aiming for the E75 at this point. And we have the first person view at this point as well. So the first part of the game was recorded with the replay feature, and the second part of this game is recorded with the Xbox DVR feature, which is why we have the first person view. Now he finishes off the STR V103, and he's going to swap his attention back to the enemy E75. He's got some heat rounds loaded at this point. He wants to make sure that every single round goes through, and that one does. But he's had a very, very good game so far. 21 hits of damage with 5 kills. Unfortunately bouncing that shell off of the 75. He has to be careful now because he only has 9 shells remaining. So each shot that he takes has to be accurate. It has to hit the target and it has to penetrate. Because if it doesn't, he could put himself in a position where he has run out of ammunition. Luckily, the Panther 88 doesn't damage him there, and he finishes off the Panther successfully. So it's just him versus the E75 now. Securing his 6th kill of the game right there, and securing the Top Gun medal on the Panther 88. Now, this is where the E75 was last spotted, but he could have moved and could be coming from the other direction now. And Clem is going to focus his attention to this side to make sure that that is indeed the case. Using the cover of dead teammates and dead enemies to his advantage, The E75 has indeed come around this way. And Clem is going to wait for this guy to position himself when he can get a shot at him. Aiming for the track there. Should be able to get a shot through the lower glacis, but there's a whole bunch of debris in the way, dead tanks in the way, and it's making it difficult. Is he going to go for the lower glacis? Yes, indeed. Rolling for 371, but now the E75 has pushed out. Luckily, he bounces that one and gets a shot. Well, he could have got a shot right there, but unfortunately it deviated to the left and hit the dead spy panzer. But through the lower glacis of the E75 now. Unfortunately, that one only did track damage because it deviated to the right. And he takes a shot into his commander's hatch in the process, unfortunately bouncing his next shell off the side of the E75. And he's trying to make sure that the E75 doesn't hit his turret by putting his gun in the way. And it does indeed work. Now he aims for the E75's commander's hatch, and that one went into space. Unfortunately, it missed. Now you notice that he only has 1 AP round left and 2 high explosive shells. Luckily, that one gets eaten by his commander's hatch. He sticks one into the E75's commander's hatch for a roll of 414. And now he needs to use these high explosive rounds effectively. He should be able to finish off the E75, but that one gets absorbed by the E75's armor. And now he has to put his next shell into the E75's rear for 226. If he only had his last HE shell remaining, he would be able to finish the E75 off. Maneuvering around the E75 bounces miraculously on his side armor. No idea how that happened. But the best Clem doesn't have any more ammunition left. But it seems like neither does the E75. The E75 hasn't fired again. And guys, this is the ending that I was talking about. So let me speed this up for you to make it a little more entertaining. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so moving on from the shenanigans of the end game, and I mean, what shenanigans they were. Can you believe that? They both ran out of ammunition and used the weight of their vehicles to kill each other. Absolutely perfection. The best end to a draw that I think I have ever seen. If you're gonna draw a game, that's how you draw a game in style, ladies and gentlemen. But moving on to the post-game stats, let's have a look at how the best Clem was rewarded for his efforts in that game. He picked up a high caliber medal, an ace tanker mastery badge, devastator medal, and top gun medal, securing 8,924 damage from 26 penetrations. He destroyed 7 enemy tanks that game, detecting 2, picked up 97 assisted damage, and blocked 3,330 damage. He actually lost silver on that game because he doesn't have a premium account active, so he lost 19,967 silver and picked up 1,819 experience. If we move to the team statistics, we can see that he topped his team by an absolute mile. He did about double the amount of damage to his closest rival on his team, and that's very, very damn good. I mean, standout performance from the best Clem, so congratulations, dude, for that result. And if we take a look at the statistics of his performance just a little bit further, we can see that he fired 42 shells that round, 35 of those hit the target, and 26 penetrated. So pretty damn good statistics, I would say so. The E5 is very, very reliable. It's good at absolutely everything, and you'll be pleased to know that its cupola was nerfed. It's no longer ridiculously OP. You don't need to fire premium ammunition at the commander's hatch to penetrate it anymore, which is great. It's nice when things are brought back to being balanced. But the best Clem, congratulations, my dude. You have secured yourself 3rd place in this giveaway / competition. So I am going to reward you with the T-34-88, the Tier 6 Russian Premium Medium Tank, the dual crew trainer, because it can train Russian crews and German crews. So congratulations again, dude. Thank you very much for sending the replay over to me, and I'm going to end this video with some funny clips that the best Clem sent me as well. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope you did enjoy. That's it for today's video. I will catch you in tomorrow's video when I reveal the 2nd place winner. Oh boy, picking 1st place is going to be very, very hard. Let me just stress that. The amount of replays that I've shortlisted for 1st place is ridiculous. I've received so many good ones, so it's going to be an interesting one, ladies and boyos. Until tomorrow, catch you then. Peace out.
Place we've never seen him before. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out! Oh my God! KO in midair! Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out! Oh my God!